Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing something a little bit more local. We're zooming all the way in, past the GTA, past Vaughan as a whole, and we're talking specifically about Vellore Village, one of Vaughan's most sought after communities, and the numbers this month, well, very interesting. So let's get into it. But first, let's quickly set the context because Vellore Village doesn't exist in a bubble. Across the GTA in February 2026, 3,868 homes sold, down 6% year over year. The average price was down 7% year over year, coming in at an average of $1,008,000. And here in Vaughan, 192 homes sold, down 11%, and the average price was down 7% at $1,150,000. So that's the backdrop. Now let's get into Vellore Village. In February, 25 homes sold in Vellore Village. That's down 22% from a year ago. 22%. That's a sharper drop than both Vaughan and the GTA overall. The average selling price came in at $1,323,000, down 3% year over year. Homes averaged 45 days on the market, and there were 4.4 months of inventory, which puts it in a balanced market. Now on paper, that looks soft, but here's what the numbers don't tell you. Let's break it down by property type, because this is where it gets really interesting. Single detached homes, a one-car garage home averaged $1,155,000. That's down 11%. Two-car garage homes, the sweet spot in this neighborhood, averaged $1,439,000, down 16% from last year's $1.7 million. Now let that sink in for a second. A two-car garage detached home in Vellore, $270,000 less than it was selling for just a year ago. For move-up buyers who've been watching and waiting, that's a real opportunity. Three-car garage homes averaged $2,541,000. This is the luxury segment, holding relatively firm, down just 4% year over year. In the semi-detached market, 6 homes sold. Average price was $1,091,000, down 9% year over year. Last year, 4 homes sold at an average of $1,200,000. In the townhouse segment, we have 5 properties that sold for an average price of $1,050,000, which is down 9% year over year. This is compared to 9 properties that sold last year for an average price of $1,155,000. It also took 45 days on average to sell a townhome this past month. And then there's condos. Only 2 condos sold, but here's a twist. The average price, $635,000, and that's up 4% year over year. In a market where almost everything else is declining, Vellore condos seem to be holding steady, although I do think this is an isolated incident, and we can expect further declines in the condo market as well, just like the rest of the GTA. Now let's talk about what's happening beyond the streets, because the same forces shaking the GTA are landing right here in Vellore Village as well. The conflict in the Middle East has disrupted roughly 20% of global oil supplies. Crude prices are up more than 25% in just a few weeks. And I know that sounds far away, but it's not. Fuel costs flow into groceries, into construction materials, into everything you buy. That's inflation, and inflation forces the Bank of Canada into a corner. Do they hold rates and let prices run? Or raise rates and make your mortgage even more expensive if you're holding a variable interest rate? Good news is that today, the Bank of Canada reviewed its policy rate and decided to stay on the current 2.25% interest rate. However, should this war continue, it could put pressure on inflation to rise, which might trigger a rate increase at the next announcement scheduled on April 29th. Now let's turn the page and look at fixed rates. They're sitting currently at 3.94%, but bond yields are climbing, and rates could push toward 5% by year end. In a community like Vellore Village, where the average detached home is selling well over $1.4 million, even a small rate increase changes what buyers can afford. So what does all this mean if you're in Vellore Village? Well, if you're a buyer, especially a move-up buyer, the window you're looking at right now may not be open for long. Prices are softer, inventory exists, and sellers, after months of waiting, are more negotiable than they've been in years. If you're a seller, pricing strategy has never mattered more. The days of listing high and waiting, well, that's not this market. The homes selling in 35 to 45 days are the ones that are staged and marketed properly and priced with precision and intention. Look, Vellore is still one of the strongest communities in all of Vaughan. Great schools, beautiful streetscapes, tight-knit community, and strong long-term fundamentals. But right now, the market is telling us something. It's telling us that buyers have options, that patience is being rewarded, and that the next move, whether you're buying or selling, needs to be strategic. And the people who position themselves now before the signal comes, they are the ones who win. If you live in Vellore Village, or you're thinking of making a move here, as a local expert resident, I'd love to connect with you. Book a call with me using the first link in the description below. No pressure, just a real conversation. And if this was helpful, like, share, and subscribe, please. It generally helps me grow this channel and keep bringing you these local breakdowns every month. I'm Ali, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.